little bit of salt, little bit of pepper, little bit of bull bat, little bit of electricity, and
there's your fillet.
There's your fish fillet.
All right.
Now, if you'd like a power bank attached to your flashlight, then go ahead and look no further for the best flashlight of all time. And what we're gonna be doing today is we have 8 different devices, everything from a lamp to chargers for a heavy duty lawnmower to a electric chainsaw, a trimmer, a leaf blower, as well as a heater, and we even have a refrigerator. Look at how sloppy we've got. We have a box here, it's totally taped. How are we gonna open it? We don't even have scissors. Take 2. Actually, why grab some scissors when we can grab
Alleen's keys.
Alleen's Jeep keys?
Don't break them.
So what's up, guys?
What is going on, Garage Couple fans?
And welcome back to our channel. If you're new, this is Alleen's JK. I drive a TJ Rubicon. We have hundreds of videos on installing Jeep parts, and today is no different. So on this week's episode, we are gonna talk to you guys about our second portable power station. If you guys saw our first one, we have a 500 watt unit from Superi, but today we have a bigger and better one, and we are gonna walk you through all of the details.
And no, we are not talking about taking these muscles and putting them in a bank.
Oh, it's power?
Power bank. Got it? Ba-dum-bum.
Why don't we just go ahead and dive right in, huh? Let's get started. Go ahead and open that bad boy. Let's see what's in there. Honestly, also, Ruby standing guard out front.
So this power bank is by Bullbat. And I'm gonna need Greg's power to, get this thing out.
You mean my power bank?
Come here.
Alright guys, check that out. It says 50, 60 hertz, 800 watt bull bat. It's actually really heavy. Jeez, look at that thing. Let's open it. What's going on over there, buddy? Ruby, come here, buddy. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Good job, Ruby. You want to go in the Ruby today? Which one? You want to come in this one? Come on. Come on, buddy. Oh, it's locked. Let's go, bud. Go. Go. Go, Ruby, go. Go, buddy, go. Go, Ruby, go. Go, 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 go. You totally could do it. Go, you little chicken. I feel like you want me to do this install.
No, I do. It's just a little bit heavy.
Little bit of salt, little bit of pepper, little bit of bull bat, little bit of electricity, and
there's your fillet.
There's your fish fillet.
All right, let's unbox.
Let me help you out.
Thanks. It's because you're tall.
Just go ahead and slide it that way. You're gonna hold the box. Ta-da! Alleen went to go grab the other one, the 500 watt unit that we have. Oh!
Here it is.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Ladies and
folks. Let's get back.
Let's get back to it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this out of its nice packaging. Holy cannoli. Isn't that right, Alleen? Alleen's bringing the other one, she's getting it ready. I just want to go ahead and take a look at it and give you my first impressions. This is the first time that I'm actually seeing this thing, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful. There's really nothing like fresh tech, fresh electronics on a Sunday morning. Isn't that right? Right off the bat, I love the color. I love that it's orange and black. I think it definitely stands out and has a really nice handle on top. Now on the side, you're gonna see 2 regular AC outlets, and then there's 2 USB ports. There's a DC in, a DC out, and then 2 USB Type-C plugs. Now this particular model allows you to use a solar panel to charge it, which is sold separately, which you could use any kind of solar panel you want. They actually include the connectors with the product, which we'll go ahead and talk about and unbox as well. So this is actually perfect for those that want to charge it on the go and not have a solid place to put it in. So on the rear we have a car outlet as well, which is a nice touch That actually is like pretty cool. You get to use like car stuff without needing a car, I guess.
Yeah, we love car stuff, don't we?
Don't we
guys?
just love it so much?
Jeep stuff.
Oh shoot.
There
Got
it is.
him.
And on this side of the power bank, we have a handy dandy flashlight.
Now, if you'd like a power bank attached to your flashlight, then go ahead and look no further for the best flashlight of all time. Now, if you're interested in this unit, I will put the link in our description. In fact, they are having a $200 off promotion right now. Just go ahead and check the description, click it, and see if it's meant for you. Now, why don't we go ahead and bring the 500 watt unit?
Let's do it.
What are you doing there?
Doing it for the gram.
Doing it for the gram. Now, why don't we give some background? Like, why get one of these to begin with? What is the importance of having one of these? Why don't you walk us through it all?
Alrighty, well, if you haven't checked out our videos on our camping trip, we absolutely love to go camping and we run a lot of accessories that may need a power bank. If you've seen our videos, we run things like blenders, right?
Right.
And all sorts of accessories, so this is a really good way to be able to go anywhere camping without having to worry about power. Can you give me a minute to get some footage, please?
Gotta get the show on the road. So in case you're wondering, that is the old unit right over there. This is the 500 watt unit from Super-E, and it has been absolutely phenomenal. The battery life on this thing has been spectacular. It provided all of our electricity needs for a full week of camping, including a refrigerator, a blender like Ollie mentioned, our chargers, laptops, camera equipment, drone, everything. And it still had juice to go for a couple extra days. Now, as you can see, it's quite a bit smaller than this unit from Bullbat, which is the 800 watt unit. And in fact, that one doesn't have a flashlight, while this one does have a flashlight. So before we use it, why don't we go ahead and quickly take a look at these accessories. We got a car charging port, so you can charge it from your vehicle. I guess that's actually a really nice little touch. If you have a refrigerator in your vehicle, you could plug this into the power bank so that when you're driving it, it's charging the power bank. And once you turn off your vehicle or your Jeep or your camper van or your minivan or whatever you have, this will provide the power to your refrigerator, not your vehicle, which I think is actually a really nice touch. I don't actually believe our 500 watt unit has that ability. Now, we have our connector for the solar panel right over here, which is the standard watertight connector. And then next we have the AC charging plug that allows you to charge it while you're at home. So why don't we go ahead and connect this bad boy, give it a full charge, and then we'll run some accessories and tell you exactly how we feel and how we think about it. Or, you know, or did you want to turn it on first? Should we charge it first or turn it on first?
Turn it on and then charge it.
Or we charge it and then turn it on? Which way?
Turn it on and then.
Alright, let's do it. Let's go ahead and hit that power button. Take this protective film right off. I held it down there to turn it on. It's showing the battery. Actually looks like 4 out of 5, but we're still gonna fully charge it first. DC out, AC out, you can choose. And actually it looks like you can use both at the same time. There's 50 Hertz, 60 Hertz, not quite sure what that means. I guess it has to do with these AC outlets. Just gonna leave that as is now. Why don't we go ahead and try to use the flashlight? Looks like we have a button right here. Oh, it has strobe light feature, 1 level of brightness, 2 levels. Awesome. So why don't we go ahead and plug it in and catch you on the flip side. How long do you think it's going to take for a full charge? It's at 70%.
3 hours.
That is correct. 2 hours. Isn't that right, Ruby? Alright, so we are at 100% charge, as you can see there. It says 0 watts input. Why don't we go ahead and unplug this bad boy and then see what it could do.
What? Stop staring at me.
Let's do this thing. So perfect timing. It is the following day. We let this thing charge yesterday. It charged in just under 2 hours right out of the box. It says 100% charge on it. And what we're going to be doing today is we have 8 different devices, everything from a lamp to to chargers for our heavy duty lawnmower, to a electric chainsaw, a trimmer, a leaf blower, as well as a heater, and we even have a refrigerator, and we have our other power bank, which we're gonna charge from this one. We're just gonna see exactly how many hours of charge or activity you could expect from each of the following. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our lowest item and work our way up, and we're gonna read what the monitor shows to let you know how many hours remaining, and that's pretty much all we can hope for. So if you have any of these items plugged in, how long you can expect with this 800 watt unit. Now I think an idea for a future video, we're gonna make our 500 watt unit go totally to 0 and charge it from this 100%. We're gonna let this, and once we get this thing to 0%, we're gonna plug it into the 800 watt unit and fully charge it to see exactly how much juice is left over in the bigger unit, just so you can know the difference between the two of them. If you think that's a cool idea, drop a comment below and we'll make it happen for you. But why don't we start with the first item? Let's go ahead and plug this lamp in. Alright, so we have our light here. This is a 100 watt LED bulb. I believe it's actually only like 20 watts, but it replaces 100 watt. It's super bright. Now we have a 3-prong outlet here, and it's really nice that our Bulbat unit, the 800 watt unit, actually has 2 3-plug units. So let's go ahead and plug this in and hit that AC out button. As you can see on the screen, it's fully 100% charged.
Let there be light.
Let there be light. There you have it. It's pretty bright outside, so that doesn't look that bright, but it's pretty bright. Now looking at the screen here, it says it is using 22 watts. Tell me I didn't call that, Ollie. It's saying it's using 22 watts, and it says at this amount of watts output, it says 25 hours remaining. It'll run this for 25 hours without stopping. That's pretty crazy. What do you think?
I love it, I love it.
Alright, why don't we go ahead and show the screen. What do you think of that?
Now that's absolutely awesome. Something to consider is that the backlight is pretty dim, but that would come at the expense of a battery, right? We don't want to use the power on a backlight, so we'll have to take it.
Just squint a little bit. It's okay. Just get some wrinkles on that forehead.
Nope, we're good. On to the next item.
All right. Let's plug in the next item. We're just, like I said, we're gonna work our way up. So this is a Greenworks 40-volt lithium-ion charger. This thing powers our battery-operated lawn mower. So let's plug it in and let's see what kind of numbers you could expect. So like, for example, the corner of our garage doesn't have an outlet. So we've actually been relying on these to charge all of our things. Our drill, everything we have is battery operated. I mean, not that people have gas operated drills or anything like that, but our battery operated drill, our pressure washer, our greenhouse heating mats, all sorts of different things. We have it all plugged in to our power bank, and it usually lasts like a week or so. So why don't we go ahead and plug this in? And
we do have light.
Oh, we have light. It indicates that it's charging. And let's see what it says. So this is 101 watts that it's pulling. Now keep in mind, it's only gonna pull it until that's fully charged. So let's see how long it would run at 101 watts. So it says 7.4 hours. That is actually pretty surprising. I wonder how long it takes to charge. Maybe like 2 hours or so. I'm sure someone can sit there and calculate watts, voltage, current, all that stuff and give us exact numbers, but for the purpose of this video, we're just gonna act like it doesn't exist. 7.4 hours. Alright, so that is done. Let us move along. Bless you.
Thank you.
So the next thing is we're gonna charge our other portable 500 watt power bank, see what that pulls and how long it'll last charging it. So we have that plugged in. This is saying it's pulling. Oh, that's actually really interesting. This is telling us it's pulling a certain wattage. That's going to tell us it's sending a certain wattage. So let's see how accurate it is. It says it's input 82.7 watts. And this is sending 86 watts. So I guess like 3-4 of those watts are getting dissipated into the air somewhere, probably generated as heat, that kind of thing, into the cord and power bank. So at that amount of watts, it will last 8.6 hours charging that bad boy, which I think wouldn't take that long to charge, which is pretty impressive. Now on to some of the heavy duty equipment, including the heater, chainsaw, blower, and the trimmer and hedger. Man, I wish these cords didn't exist, you know, but as an anesthesiologist, I'm pretty used to having cords all over the place. So let's check out this refrigerator. This is our awesome camp refrigerator that we keep in the Jeep. We let it run full time. It uses the solar off of Ollie's hood, which is 100-watt solar, which kind of puts things into context. Like if that was using 100 watts, that's what that solar panel inputs during the sunlight. That's pretty cool if you were to ask me, but who's asking? I don't know. Are you guys? I don't know. Who's asking? So let's plug it in and click DC out. I heard the refrigerator power up. Now keep in mind, the refrigerator is in the direct sun. It's gonna need a lot of juice to get to the cool 30 degrees that we have it set to. So right now, this is the maximum amount of juice that it's gonna be pulling. So it says it's pulling 33 watts, this refrigerator, and it will last 18 hours doing so. Now keep in mind, when it turns off, just because it's not running the whole time, the compressor doesn't have to stay on the whole time. That means this thing will probably generate enough electricity for this to last like 4 days. And that's pretty cool, because if you take this thing with you camping, that means you're gonna have plenty of juice to keep your items cold. You could even plug a second refrigerator into this if you'd like. That's only 60 watts or so. It'll last still 2 days. You can have like dairy or drinks in one kind of thing. So why don't we move on to some of the heavier things? I worry that, for sure that chainsaw is not gonna work, but let's see what happens. So why don't you pick which one we do next? Take your pick. This one. I'm just kidding. You want to do the heater?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now I think this thing is 1,000 watts. So it has a low and a high setting. Let me just turn it off. Jeez. This makes me nervous, guys. Alright, first setting, fan. Fan turned on. So the fan apparently uses 15 watts. And at 15 watts, we're looking at 30 hours. 15 watts, 30 hours. Let's put it to low. For sure this is not going to work.
Okay.
Alright, it still says 14 watts. Maybe it doesn't work on low. Let's put it to high. Oh wow. So that's really intense actually. This thing's fan's just turned on. It's the first time in this whole test that it's actually turned on. You could hear that it is powering it, but it is still running. Guess how many watts it's using, Ollie?
900.
Well, it's an 800 watt unit.
750.
It's using 670 watts. Now, if you count that into hours, geez, it's really hard to read here. 1.1 hours.
Wow.
So it'll give you heat for one and a half hours, basically.
And that's it.
That is all. So that is not an efficient way. We all know these heaters use a ton of electricity, so definitely not the best way to do it, but it actually makes me rethink using this. Now we keep our parrot in our garage for him to have the whole amount of room, and we let this run all overnight to heat up the garage, and it actually puts out quite a bit of heat. But if you think about it, it's using about 700 watts of electricity. I run it for 12 hours a day. That's about 7 kilowatt hours, which is about $1.50 a day. So $40 a month to keep the garage warm. That's actually not terrible. What do you think?
Not terrible, just a lot of juice.
Alright, why don't we move along? Well, I have the leaf blower, but it seems like the leaf blower, the natural one, is already active. It's 2 different settings. It has low and high. Something tells me the low is going to work, but the high is just not going to cut it. Why don't we take a look?
What was that beep?
So, it is not happy with it. So just to kind of recap what happened, the low was using about 600 watts. The high mode, I believe, was using 7, 8. I didn't actually look at it, but let's see how many it uses. So that is actually really, really interesting. It was saying the high mode is using 1100 watts. 1100 watts. It lets it run for about 20 seconds and then it shuts off. So our other power bank doesn't even run on low with this blower. So that's actually a huge improvement. That's amazing. What do you think?
All the hand gestures you were doing. Low, high,
Low, high,
X,
low,
Y,
high,
Z.
X, Y, Z.
All right, on to the next.
On to the next. So, next item is the leaf trimmer, the hedger, whatever you'd like to call it. Let's see. For sure it's not gonna work. Wow, I can't believe that. It uses 260 watts. If you don't have an outlet outside, honestly, having to get different batteries for each of your devices is such a drag. You could totally just get one of these with an all wired equipment and just take it wherever you go. I am thoroughly impressed by that, guys. Wow. Now the one we have all been waiting for, our electric chainsaw. This is a 16-inch unit and I don't think this is gonna work. I actually don't even think it's variable speed, so it's just all or nothing, I believe. But let's see what happens. Jeez, you guys, you could tell we used this not too long ago.
I thought I cleaned it.
I was holding that all the way down and it had no issues running it. Now that was drawing 850 watts, but it did not care. It actually let it do it, even though it's limited. It's supposed to be limited at 800 watts. Now, one thing that we should all keep in mind, none of this has a load. The trimmer doesn't have a load, this doesn't have a load. Just because I'm able to run it in the air doesn't mean that when I put it against a nice, thick, juicy tree branch that we're trying to get rid of, if you could see Ollie's face right now, doesn't mean that it's gonna shoot the watts right up and then have this thing turn off. So that might just have to be a test for another day, but for now I am extremely impressed with this unit. I like the fact that it has a flashlight on it, and I think that this is pretty much an all-in-one solution to go camping, for the camper vans, to just go out to the beach for a day and be able to power all of your accessories, anything that you'd like to take with you to the beach. I can't imagine this thing not being able to power it. We've powered our Ninja blender, which is the same blender that Jamba Juice uses. It's a pretty high-end, nice blender. Had no issues running it whatsoever. So we are super excited to take this with us on our next camping trip, and we're very excited to be able to share this information with you. Now,
make sure to check us out on Instagram at Garage Couple and stay along. We have so much exciting content coming up and you don't want to miss it, so hit that subscribe button.
and if you'd like to see a giveaway, let us know exactly what it is that you're interested in. Drop it in the comments and we will try our best to make it work.
On to the next one.
To the next one.
Maybe this will charge my husband.
Oh, let's give it a shot. Oh, maybe this will help me with my wife.
Nat, you heard it first, you guys. You heard it first.